One tree can make a million matches. One match can destroy a million trees. The Kakamega Forest Heritage Foundation was set up to complement the government's efforts of restoring and conserving Kakamega Forest. The objectives of the foundation include re-establishing, replenishing, and preservation of the forest by planting and growing indigenous trees. Being the only Guinea-Congolian type of rainforest in Kenya, the forest is a water tower and has a major influence on the climate of the western region. The forest boasts of 80 square kilometers, rare indigenous trees, 350 bird species, 400 butterfly species, lush green vegetation of flora and fauna.
The Kakamega Forest is the only Guinea-Congolian forest left in Kenya. It was once a very, very big forest, but it has progressively been eroded by human activities. Mostly the expansion of the population has led to encroachment by farmers to gain more land for themselves. Also, people go there to get firewood, charcoal burning, and illegal exploitation for timber. So at the moment the forest is only 780 square kilometers. It consists of the virgin Guinea-Congolian forest, and there are patches of planted forest. The Kakamega Forest Heritage Foundation endeavors to replenish the destroyed virgin forest and to try to also prevent further encroachment and also to preserve it.
In partnership with various stakeholders and the Kenya Forest Services, the foundation has empowered schools to establish local tree nurseries in order to become a local supply. It is also running school programs through career mentorship, planting and growing of indigenous trees. In addition, the foundation is purchasing tree seedlings from community members for economic empowerment.
Of course, we have to do this together with the government agencies, especially the Kenya Forest Services. To this end, the Kenya Forest Services have given us land that has apportioned as a piece of land on which we can grow trees. And in the last 5 or 4 or so years, we have been able to regain 150 acres with indigenous trees. We do this by encouraging the local population to grow nurseries. We as a Forest Heritage Foundation also have our own nurseries from which we are able to purchase these trees to plant them in the forest. As we speak now, we are asking the Kenya Forest Services to apportion us another piece of the forest because the initial one is fully covered and fully growing. And we do this also in conjunction with the schools in trying to bring up the children to appreciate the value of the indigenous forest, so that as people who are neighboring the forest, as interested parties, they can help look after the heritage, which is the forest.
The annual Kakamega Forest Marathon is the climax of the Foundation's forest conservation activities. Some other community involvement activities include bicycle racing, cultural events, in order to fully advocate for the Foundation's conservation activities.
Among these community empowerment programs, we have, other than the tree planting, we have the sanitary pads and underpants donation day. So basically the Kakamega Forest Heritage Foundation has partnered with like-minded organizations like Mama Ipado Charity Foundation, so that we are able to distribute sanitary pads or donate sanitary pads and underwear to school-going children. Those are school-going girls and school-going boys. Other than sanitary pads distribution and donation, we get involved in free medical camps where the Kakamega Forest Heritage Foundation has partnered with hospitals like the Nairobi Hospital, the Mata Hospital, to offer medical services for free to the community. The Kakamega Forest Heritage Foundation has adopted 2 children's homes and these children's home have become part and parcel of what the Kakamega Forest Heritage Foundation is doing, so that to include the less privileged to also be part and parcel of the sustainability aspect and the empowerment aspect of the community.
The communities around the forest know that they depend on the forest for their firewood, they depend on their forest also for their food, and so if they become aware that the forest might get depleted, they would realize the danger that would be. Also, because of the forest community, they tend to be very interested in having health facilities, in having schools, and that is how the community benefits. The community benefits from the schools that are promoted by the forest and health facilities that are established through the efforts of the forest. So therefore it is important for the community to also recognize that the forests are important for them.
The Kakamega Forest Heritage Foundation is looking forward to partnering with like-minded well-wishers and stakeholders for funding of various Kakamega forest conservation programs.
We are concerned that we maintain that forest cover. Not only maintain what it is now, but grow it so that there's a much better growth, because we realize that there's a great connection and between forests and the economy of the people around. So we in the foundation are seeking to encourage people around the world, and indeed around those people who live in the contiguous areas of the forest, to try and conserve the forests and help build the forest cover. And so that's what we're looking for, and that's what we do. We have yearly events to sensitize the community and the people around, and everyone of goodwill, to join us in this great effort of building up the forests in this area. And the assistance isn't just for this area, but throughout the world. Do come and join hands with us to see that we do this again.
The Kakamega Forest Heritage Foundation: protect the forests, preserve your future.